Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hey guys, I'm for Kevin Stefanski giving up play calling and hope Van Pelt wants to stick around and become the play caller on offense so that Kevin can oversee the entire team along with game management. And we know how game management suffered this year. The playoff win where Van Pelt guided a Baker Mayfield-led offense to a 48-point output compared to Stefanski's output versus Pittsburgh. Well, the 6 times he called the plays versus Pittsburgh, we scored 7 points, then 24 points versus Pittsburgh, and that was versus their second teamers in 2020. 10 points and 14 points in 2021, and then this year, 29 points, and recently 14 points. That comes out to an average of roughly 16 points per game versus the 48 by Van Pelt. Might be an oversimplification, but the Browns do like their analytics, I might add. Thanks for taking my call. Bye now.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Casey, I get there's some truth to it. I think the game management has to get better. The 48 points, if you remember, the first snap of the game was over Roethlisberger's head, and it kind of spiraled out of control. So, look, Kevin Stefanski's play calling hasn't been the problem the last 2 years. The defense at the beginning of the year has been the problem both last 2 years.
Yeah, Stefanski got this job because of his offensive mind. I think that, it's a collaborative effort. They've been on record with this. Van Pelt's definitely has an influence in what gets called. So does Callahan, and so should Stump Mitchell. I mean, they have plenty of quality coaches on that staff. At the end of the day, Kevin Stefanski is going to be the play caller. Now, he does need to examine his process and, kind of streamline things so that things become easier for him, and as he understands Watson's game, to make sure that they're putting the points up they need to win games. That's point blank, and that's period. But I don't ever see him being that guy standing there like Mike McCarthy, just watching the game happen. I don't think that that's in his nature, and I don't think that's going to be on the table. So he's going to be their play caller for better or for worse.
Yeah, and again, I get people's frustration. Nobody's ever happy. When you're losing, the play calling is always bad. It just is.